Hey everyone, this is Alex, and I have another book review for you guys. And I'm sorry if my voice sounds weird or if I cough or clear my throat. I'm not feeling good right now. My voice is really ill, or I'm really ill. Not really ill, but whatever. You guys know what I mean. I'm not feeling good, so I just wanted to get this book review up and done. Because I've been wanting to do a book review for a while now, and I feel like I haven't done one, so here we go. I am reviewing two books for you guys. They're both in a series, and they're the Vampire Princess series by Tate Holloway. First one is called Almost to Die For, and Almost Final Curtain. I have to say that I really liked both of these books. I was just really blown away with them. I feel like they're books that I could easily relate to because when I first read these, I was a junior, and the first one came out in August of 2010, so it's fairly new. And Almost Final Curtain came out in May of 2011, so this is really new. This is like 6 months old, I believe. But I picked these up. I picked up the first one just because I thought the back, which says 16 isn't so sweet. I thought that that was pretty interesting to me because I just recently turned 16 at the time, and I thought, okay, what's going on? I was kind of curious, and so I decided I was gonna buy it and read it, which I did. I bought it, I read it, fell in love with it, and then I went to her blog, which I'll post a link to in the down bar, and it said she was writing sequels. So I was very, very excited, and I went and bought that one too. And I have not seen these books at any other bookstore other than Borders, and all the Borders stores are now closed because of bankruptcy, and they just had to close them all. So I'm really bummed about that. So I have honestly no idea where I'm gonna get these books now, this book series, because she's a third book out. It's called Almost Everything, and it is due out, I believe, in March of 2012. So I have honestly no idea where I'm gonna get them, and I am hoping beyond hope that I could get them at Barnes and Noble, and like just kind of order it from them because I know they have them. It's just my local bookstore doesn't have them for some reason. So I'm going to try that when it comes out. And we'll see. The main character, Anna Parker, excuse me. She turned 16 at the start of the first book. She's still 16 at the end of the second book, and I would like to think that she's still 16 in the third one, but I'm not sure because it's not out yet, and I have yet to read it, so I obviously don't know. But she turned 16. She lives with her mom. Her mom is a witch. She becomes part of the witch coven, or attempts to. She's a witch. Technically, she's a half witch, though. She meets her dad for the very first time on her 16th birthday. Her dad is a vampire, king of the vampires, actually. Her mom is queen of the witches. And so there was like someone came up with the idea that the queen and the king should like have a kid together, which is Anna, and try to basically keep the clans intact and from at war. Didn't exactly work. So she ends up basically in love or falling. She has a crush on this guy named Nikolai, who is either Romanian or Russian, not sure. He's in a band and she really likes him, but he's out of high school. And yeah, he's out of high school. So he's like 18, and he's like he dresses like the bad boy, but he's really not. He's a vampire hunter, ironically enough, and she's half vampire. Can you see the problem here, people? Anyways, she still likes him, and even though, she's half vampire, they give their relationship a go. I don't even know if I'd call it a relationship, but they decide they're gonna give it a go, and she ends up becoming engaged to a vampire guard named Elias, who is kind of the opposite of Nikolai. Nikolai looks like a vampire and dresses like a vampire because he's goth and emo, I guess you could say. No offense to goth people and emo people. I'm not making fun of you at all. I'm just saying that's how he dresses. That's like his style. And Elias is pretty. If you've ever seen the Vampire Diaries, Elijah, he's kind of like that character. That's pretty much how he's described in the book. I will, if you haven't, I'll put a picture at the end of Elijah and a picture of the third book cover. I'll put those up for you guys so you guys can see them. Or I'll put links to them in the down bar, not sure. But, pretty much, she ends up, engaged to him, and she has to go through a coronation to be put into the coven of witches, but she has to go through a princess coronation too, and they're both on the same night or something like that, and she's kind of at a point where she has to choose what she wants to be, because she is half and half, and she feels like she's the odd one out, and she doesn't know what to do, and she really can't use her powers. Like, to her, she thinks her powers are non-existent or they're crap, and they're not. They're there. It's just she has to use her vampire powers to access them, pretty much. And that's basically, that's the first novel summary. The second novel, she finds out that the school is having a play, and she decides she's going to participate in it because that's who she is. She takes drama. She's in the class, so she figures, why the heck not? And she gets the part she wants, and she finds out that Nikolai is doing the music for it, like with a twist. So that's a little bit of a shocker. And Nikolai still has to go through his coronation of becoming an official vampire hunter, and to do that he has to kill a vampire. But Anna doesn't want him to kill a vampire because she feels like it's not fair to kill her people, and everyone's trying to get on her that, they're not her people, the witches are her people, but she's confused because she doesn't know where she lies. Like, she's a vampire and she's a witch, so she's really confused, and she doesn't know how to deal with this. So she ends up basically going to Elias, and they end up talking, and this talisman that has the ability to send the vampires back to hell goes missing, basically. Not basically, it goes missing. And the vampires think the witches took it, and the witches think the vampires took it. So then her dad, Ramesses, how do you want to pronounce that, ends up kidnapping her mom, Amelia, and she's at a point where only she can save her mom, because her dad's like, if any other witches come and try and save her, I'll kill them all, blah blah blah. And so, to save her mom, she kind of has to find the coven's grimoire, and there's only one in their coven, and she finds it, and she kind of reads up on the talisman hoping she can find it, but she can't find it, but she knows who has it, and I'm not going to tell you who has it, you guys, sorry, but she saves her mom. Most, if not all, nope, not all. Most of the vampires end up going back to hell. Her dad ends up going back, especially. She ends up saving her mom. Nikolai disappears at the end. So, she's in a love triangle because she's in love with, there's Anna, but she's in love with Nikolai and Elias. So, it's a love triangle, kind of. So, she really doesn't know who she wants to be with, and that confuses her a lot. So, you know, Nikolai actually ends up bailing the night before the show, or the night of the show, and that's the end of the second book. So, it kind of left me with wanting more. So, I really can't wait for this one to come out, this third one. I'm very, very excited, so we'll see, and I will put a book review up for it once I get it and I read it. But that's all I have to say right now, so bye guys!